Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to our playthrough of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, The Seven Dooms for Sandpoint. Joining me today are my wonderful and amazing patrons who are here to play their adventurous protagonists through this epic tale. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hi!
Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
Only to the folks at home. If you're not at home, no hello.
Yeah, that's it. If you're not, yeah, you damn homeless
You're on the
people.
moon. You're just not
There's
even.
no International Space Station. Did you know that Boeing left some people on the International Space Station?
Oh yes. Oh,
What?
very much so. And they damaged it, so it's now leaking oxygen. How's that?
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, it's great. Anyway, moving on from current affairs, guys. For those of you who don't know what we're doing here, we're playing a tabletop role-playing game. But before we kick off, I want to give a big shout out to a raider who I don't recognize. You know, maybe this is because I'm ignorant. Maybe it's because I don't know, maybe blind. But Dan Servo, thank you so much for the raid and the gifted subs, my friend. Welcome in, and to your community, welcome in as well. Yeah, I'm Australian. I play games, mostly TTRPGs, usually Pathfinder flavored TTRPGs. If you have any questions about the system, how it's run, what we're doing, the adventure, feel free to ask. We are very active in chat. If you have noticed, however, I am not on camera, my beautiful face hidden and obscured from the world, because I'm currently on tour in Europe presently, and you know what? I couldn't be away from my players for so long, so we set up this Hero Forge rig, and we set up all this cool stuff so we can keep bringing you games, despite it being 1 a.m. here in Germany, which is where I happen to be. So apologies if I can't read your messages directly, but my lovely players will inform me of all things ranging from the funny comments to the donations and channel point redemptions. So thank you again, Dan. Now, before we kick off, we have some other people to thank, starting, of course, with our lovely sponsors. Guys, normally when we play these games, we have the benefit of having a few bits of material that make us look fucking amazing. We normally have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT and Sirenscape for our soundscaping, but unfortunately, with me being away, we do not use them for the streams until I'm back in Australia. However, we are making the full benefit of Hero Forge. As you can see, all the tokens we use here, as well as my own avatar, are all made using Hero Forge, which is an amazing, robust 3D model making software that allows you to 3D print and create your own miniatures and have them delivered to you wherever you are in the world. So yeah. Also, by the by, if you are hoping to get a special someone some miniatures for Christmas, I would also start looking at getting those done sooner rather than later, because as we are nearing the end of October, it is getting to that point where I recommend to my audience members any Hero Forge minis you want for Christmas, order them now, people. This is the time. Because if you miss out, then, you kind of, it's a whole thing.
Late
All right.
Christmas present.
Yeah, late Christmas presents. Anywho, now, before we kick off, of course, as we know, every RPG is built on and developed by the wonderful and amazing creativity that we all bring to the table. So allow me to introduce to you the players and the characters that will be embarking on today's adventure, starting with none other than our incredible and wonderful friend, Schooly Eye, who plays the role of Cinderiel.
Yes, Sandariel, the elven cleric of Siren Ray, who battered, bruised, scarred, burned, keeps trying to keep everyone else alive. Or mostly, anyway.
I'm gonna stretch my my players again and give them that gentle reminder that with new people in the audience, we're gonna give ourselves a little bit more of a heft than a half-assed recap of the previous session. No one cares how injured you are.
No, but the backstory, I am burned.
They'll
I am
find out when
scarred
we're
from
dead.
lions.
Go into that scar.
Yes. But yeah, Sandariel, who was heavily burned years and years and years ago in the Great Unpleasantness, survived, decided to dedicate herself to the healing ways as much as she could, and in some of the very first adventures got mauled and is now stuck underground with these
That's true.
fine
That's
folk.
You see that? Yeah, that's fair. See, the thing that I find really fascinating, I feel like you gloss over every single time, which is the fact that you are a burn victim who worships a god of fire. Anyone else think that that's really interesting and never brought up? No? Okay, anyway.
I'm fairly
Next on our
sure I
list.
brought it up at least once every 2 sessions.
I think you have. All right, next up we have playing the role of Westonson, we have our dear friend Amarian.
Hello, my name is Varian CA. I am playing a dwarven guard by the name of Westonson, who is trying to outrun past demons by finding the bottom of every bottle. I have teamed up with this group as a way of potentially seeking redemption, aside from drinking myself to oblivion. And now I find myself trapped underground with these despots. Yes, despots was what I was thinking of. In an attempt to rid Sandpoint of its dooms.
Brilliant. Then we have, following which, I don't know because I can't see my screen anymore. I'm going to guess it used to be Titus, who is our tiefling as Archetti, who is not here presently. But also, we are also missing our dear and amazing monster hunter,
Ziak.
Ziak. Yes, so both of these characters are missing. Players are not here. They are dead to us. Next, we have.
Which players?
Eh. Next, we have.
Peyton. I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. Play Peyton, a human rogue. Kind of the muscle of the group, but mainly because he's just kind of grew up helping the town with, like almost like a mercenary, just kind of not really like fighting or something until like, he ended up getting a job as a bartender. His parents were killed in that fire 20 years ago that Cinderio was a part of. I was watching it from the outside, but I ended up following Aristil in the absence of my parents being the like priests of Aristil. So I try to help out the church as much as I can, along with the town, but I ended up becoming a town nuisance. So yeah, that's kind of my character.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, and last but not least, we have playing the role of Navanda.
It's me, Matt from All Things Fantasy. Yes, I play Navanda. He was once a member of the Sable Company Marines, a expert air-to-ground military force used in major city in the area, in a city called Conversa. But now he's semi-retired, found himself a ranch, he's been called in to help the town every now and again. So he's been brought out of semi-retirement to help this group lay a person to their final rest. Well, a rather controversial figure, I guess. But that's not all. I'm lucky enough to be playing a second character in tonight's game. The Goblin Chief Rip Nugget, who is hell bent on bringing everyone and turning them into his pet Sin Spawn.
You forgot one thing. You're
Did I?
married.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm married to the Elven Ranger Shilelu, who has been helping the town of Sandpoint for what feels like forever.
True. All right, absolutely perfect. Thank you, guys. With these characters, we will be embarking on today's adventure, but we have one final person to thank before we kick off in today's game, and that is our lovely and amazing audience members. Guys, thank you for donating your time and coming and hanging out with us. We love interacting with you guys as part of our adventures, and we invite you to come behind the GM screen in order to participate in all the cool stuff that we do. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game while we play through insight bonuses, inspiration, wandering monsters, divine interventions, and many, many more. So go check those out. Subscribers, you of course earn points a little bit quicker than everyone else, so always worth having a bit of a subscription to the good old DAG Crypt. Then, of course, for those of you who have a little bit of extra disposable income that wish to, of course, influence the game while we play in a bit more of a tangible way, we ask that you donate generously but donate responsibly. But here is the list of what you can purchase. For $5, you can purchase one of the red marks underneath one of my players or a purple mark under me. These are hero points and jinx points. Hero points can be used by players to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or be used to complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, you can draw from one of two decks of cards we have with us. The first is a heroic action deck where you get to assign a player of your choosing a heroic action that is a free power for them to use as well as a hero point. Or alternatively, you can have a draw from the plot twist deck that allows us to have a random story prompt thrown into the mix that I have to then incorporate into the game. So yeah, always a lot of fun. For $20, you can donate to give someone a golden natural 20. This, of course, is, as the name implies, a natural 20 that can be used because sometimes shit just needs to fucking work when you want it to, and that's what a nat 20 is for. Then, of course, you have the $50 donation, which is a massive donation that gives a magic item to a player of your choosing. This can be a homebrew item of your own personal design. You could ask me to design an item, or you can give a player an item from their wish list as well. So, lots of cool ways you can do that. Or alternatively, if you woke up and chose violence this morning, you can use that $50 to increase the difficulty of a boss battle, making the bosses tougher, making the encounter more deadly, making the stakes higher. There are a ton of different ways that stuff just becomes more difficult. And lastly, we have our secret $100 secret menu item. This secret menu item is a game changer, something that shifts the paradigm of what is going on in our adventure. Now, our heroes are currently in a deep and dark pit, literally known as the pit, trying to fight a undead goblin named Rip Nugget, who has bent himself on the task of seeking revenge on the town that led to his ultimate demise. Now, in this battle, our heroes are being pushed to their absolute limits. I think the person with the highest amount of hit points only has like 17 hit points. So they're not looking great in this fight. So, I will give for the $100 secret menu item a unique encounter. Now, amidst this battle are, of course, the undead. If our heroes receive the $100 secret menu item, they will receive a blessing from a god. This blessing will come from none other than Pharasma, the god of midwives, fate, and death. This will provide a player of your choosing a very powerful boon that will give them boosts against the undead, giving them both ghost touch and the ability to strike harder and disrupt the undead through any attack made through weapons that they touch. They may also pass weapons that they touch to nearby allies and the like, and may indeed spend a focus to allow that item to remain charged with Pharasma's divine grace. So there you go. That is the blessing of Pharasma. That is the secret menu item for today. Cool. I think that brings us to the end of the announcements. Do we have any donations from chat?
We've got a single one from Christina.
Hi, Christina.
A natural 20 to Cinderial.
Natural 20 for Cinderial. Thank you so kindly. That will definitely be going a long way in today's fight. Also, by the way, for all of our friends who are in America at the moment, bunkering down for the hurricane, I wish you all safety, and I presume you are not watching because your TV is blown away. So whatever you are, wherever you happen to be, I hope that you are safe. And more importantly, if you are in the surrounding vicinities or if you are capable of doing so, please remember to love your neighbor and to help out in their time of need, should you have the ability or the capacity to do so. I've already reached out to a few of my friends in the Florida area, so yes, if you have the ability to, it's always a good, hey, what we're all about here. We're all about support and love and wellness and yeah. Okay. Game time, folks. You guys ready?
Yep. Just to
Yeah.
remind you, you've got 1 jinx point on your deck. Just so you know where you stand at the start of the session.
Thank you. 1 jinx point. Where's my little note thing here? I have a single solitary jinx point. It will be the domino that will bring my party crashing down.
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. Well, without any further ado, when last we left our epic adventurers, our heroes hail from a small town known as Sandpoint, wherein which, a few years ago, an evil woman by the name of Nualia, an Asama who gave herself over to the evil god Lamashtu, staged a attack using a horde of goblins in order to try and disrupt and destroy the town, using it as a burnt offering to her dreaded god. However, she was thwarted by a group of heroes and laid to rest. But this was not the end of Nualia. The town priest, a man by the name of Father Xantist, sought to forgive the soul of Nualia. She was, after all, a member of the town and someone who deserved to not live a life of suffering, exist in a life of suffering after her demise. But upon speaking with her restless spirit, it was learned that 7 dooms await Sandpoint, and if our heroes could overcome these dooms, then her freedom and her forgiveness would finally be accepted, and she would be able to move on. The place known as the Pit in the Devil's Platter is supposed to be the source of these dreaded calamities. Our heroes have begun their descent in search of what could possibly be such a threat to the town, and the first thing discovered is the warren of an undead goblin, one that is all too familiar to the town of Sandpoint. Ripnugget, former leader of the Thistletop Goblins, has seized control of another group of goblins and now plans to use the dreaded Runewell here in the pit to raise an army of Sinspawn, deadly, powerful creatures from an ancient long gone past, and use them to once again exact his revenge on Sandpoint. After learning our heroes were attempting to put Nualia's soul at peace, Ripnugget flew into a rage, angered that the woman who betrayed him was trying to, find peace in the afterlife while he suffered in his undead, rotten body. A battle now ensues with several sin spawn. Ripnugget, a ranger goblin named Gerlunk, and a necromantic goblin named Minagul now fight for survival in the dark of the pit. And this is where we continue our adventure. As we start with Westonson.
Yes.
Now, Westonson, the last thing you saw was the necromancer Minagul walking in and raising the commandos that you had killed into burnt ashen skeleton and asking Ripnugget if he did seek to put stronger sin spawns into the mix, then it wasn't the goblins they needed. It was the Longshanks, the more robust creatures that are now here in front of them, weakened by the battle. These several burnt skeletal goblins now move towards you to try and grab hold of you and throw you on what looks to be a triangle with a strange series of 7 runes.
Okay. Do they have a hold of me yet?
They do not have a hold of anyone yet, no,
Okay.
but they are surrounding you.
So we will start off because I really like shooting all things fantasy.
Hmm.
So we're going to start the round with alchemical shot, using my venomous bomb. So it does apparently mental damage. And I'm going to spend my critical. Well, actually, I'm going to roll first and then potentially spend my critical.
All right. Westonson takes aim, looking down the barrel of his gun. He fires a round off.
I'm thinking
Now, I
one.
know you jokingly said it all things fantasy, but you know you didn't actually say what your target was, right?
It's
Yeah, I know, right? Are you specifically hitting me as the person?
He
Yeah.
shoots
Just a
through the
second.
computer.
Since
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
go
have to
fight
do that,
right
it's
now.
gonna be a good shot.
Give me 21 hours of airtime. I'll be right there. No.
Let me just wind direction this, and I can shoot 500,000 miles across
A very
the
intricate
sea.
shot. You got to aim up a lot. Probably get Rip Nugget. I'll probably get Rip
Amusing.
Nugget. I
All
got
right, so you're targeting Rip Nugget.
Nugget. Yep.
He's aiming for-
Second one and clumsy 3. So all that into account, I got 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Yep, but it's not a critical. So I'm going to spend my
No.
nat 20 and critical.
All right, burning the nat 20, we are landing a critical strike on Rip Nugget.
Okay. So this is where things get interesting. The weapon has, I believe it goes to no, it stays at die 6. So it's 4 die 6. That is 9, 13, 18 plus.
While he does that, B-Town's just tipped 50 bits for yourself, Doug.
Hey, what's up, B-Town? Thank you so much for the bits, you sexy, sexy man, you. How are you? Hope you're doing well, my dear friend. Enjoy the show. Long story short, our heroes are underground in a pit fighting a Grave Knight goblin who is trying to use our heroes' bodies in order to create these abominations known as Sandpoint, which are basically like these predator-looking aliens that are fueled by the sin of, well, greed is the sin that we're making here. So, yeah, there you go. Any questions? Feel free to ask. Make yourself comfy. All right, what damage do we do with your blast?
21, and at the start of his initiative, he takes 2 die 6 mental persistent damage.
He is immune to mental damage, I think, right?
Yep.
Or is he not?
He's an
He is
undead.
immune? Yep, he is.
All right. Well,
Uh,
good enough.
21 points of damage. Nice.
and
You're welcome.
quick card.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, quick card. Yes. So 3.
Piercing damage, I imagine.
It is.
It's a headshot. Triple damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
nice.
nice. Add another 2 die 6 plus 1, which is an 11, 12 points.
And the
Ooh.
target must succeed a fortitude save or die.
Unfortunately, that is a death effect.
Oh.
I'd assume he
Yes.
is immune to death effects.
Which Rip Nugget is immune to death effects. But you will get the triple damage.
Damn.
Nice.
So as your gun fires out, it actually rips one of Rip Nugget's like the top of his head and part of one of his ears just clean off. There's now this like orange shaped hole just through his crown and out the back of his head.
His head leans back and then it tilts forward, and you see like this massive hole in the head that Michael described. He's going to raise up a finger and says, "Oh, I'm going to enjoy killing you first."
Didn't even see that coming. He's just
Oh.
missing an eye.
That was action 1. Action 2 are these minions that were sent. Or sorry, that was action 1 and 2. So action 3 are these guys that are coming to put us up on the altar within 5 feet of me.
Yes.
In which case, I'm going to use the ability clear a path. I do a athletics check to shove an opponent up to 10 feet away from me, and I get a free reload for doing it. That would be athletics is 10, 29. So far, the dice have
29.
been pretty mixed on its opinions. I would have preferred the 19 on the
20,
attack.
29 will succeed. I just want to see if it's a crit. There we go. Yada yada yada. Sorry.
No worries.
Here we go. Freaking ads. All right. Sorry, what'd you get?
29.
29. That is a critical hit.
Okay. So it's critical hit on a full expect to shove someone.
All right. So you shove one of them 20 foot, which knocks him well and truly away from the others as well. So there are only 3 of these commandos nearby. The skeletons.
Excellent.
All right. Done and
And
done.
that's me.
Who's next?
I think that would be me. So you saying we'd be surrounded by goblins as they kind of slowly come up towards us?
They're not slowly coming up towards you. They are right in the center
Okay.
of you because they were the ones that were stabbing you before that have now been
Okay.
raised as skeletons.
Oh, so they're not okay. I was gonna try and coerce them, but now they're undead, so I don't think that'll work. Shoot.
All right, who you shoot?
I don't shoot anyone. I don't have a gun. I guess am I next to a sin spawn?
No.
Okay.
Who's been attacked by the sin spawn so far?
Because I was next to where I kind of ran up forward. I'm not in the middle with the group. I was up towards the sin spawns and Rip Nugget at the start, like where they were.
Yeah, the sin spawns went forward, and I think they started attacking people. I think they attacked.
I was up by where the table
Rock.
kind of was flipped.
I know, I know, but you need to
Okay.
listen because we need to know
Yep,
where the
sorry.
sin spawn are, not where you are. I believe
Yeah.
one was near Rock in the center of the room. I
Mhm.
believe the one that was killed was near Rip Nugget. I believe another one had gone for Novander, and another one had gone for Westonson, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
I think didn't Rock kill one, and then not Rock, Ziak ran up to Rip Nugget.
No, Rip Nugget, the one near Rip Nugget is the one who died.
Right, but
And
then
that was
Rip
the one
Nugget.
near you originally.
Right, and then Rip Nugget ran up, and then ran back. For some
No,
reason,
Rip Nugget hasn't run up, I don't think, right? Matt?
well, Ziak, Rock said that he ran up to stab Rip Nugget with his rapier.
Okay, let's go with this, Neil. What the fuck
Sorry,
do you
I'm
want to
just
do?
trying. I just want to know if there's any spin spawns next to me, or if I guess I
Doesn't
could
matter
run.
if you can use a move action. You can what do you want to do, and then we will make that happen.
Okay. I guess if we're being surrounded, I guess I can't really get through these now skeleton goblins, so I want to tumble behind, or I guess try to tumble past them, so I can get behind them, so I'm not in the big group circle.
Sure, not a problem. Make a acrobatics check as you attempt to tumble through one of these skeletal goblins to get onto the other side of him.
Okay. I'm going to use tumble through right here. Why is it always like that? Oh, it's a 17 to tumble through them.
17 is a failure. In addition, it will provoke an attack of opportunity from Rip Nugget, I believe.
Yes,
I have
Rip
I
Nugget
have a hero
does have
point. Can I use a hero point to reroll that?
You can,
I will,
but
I will say,
Mm.
I'll interrupt because there's been a few donations. So Christina's given a gifted sub. Jasmine's given 100
hey,
bits.
thank you.
And then Cookie Steve is being very Game Master friendly and has given Dag a nat 20 and 3 Jinx points.
Oh.
Oh wait,
All right,
Oh well, you know.
your guys. Whoops.
Well, first of all, thank you, Christina. You're a lovely person. Thank you for the gifted sub. You absolute freaking legend. Second, thank you to Jazz. Jazz, you're amazing. You're wonderful, and I hope you're doing well. I just want you to know that a dog is sleeping on my bed, It is a golden retriever cross Australian shepherd. It is not sleeping. It is just staring at me, and it is the cutest thing. I've sent a picture. I've sent a picture to Matt. Matt can show you the picture. And then, of course, Cookiemon. Cookie, you spoil me. You are an amazing person. Thank you so much. I will graciously and humbly accept your donation and use the Jinx point at a more appropriate time. We will see if Neil can change his fate with his hero point or not.
Oh, okay.
But you know, in case he does change his fate, rest assured your Jinxes and your Nat 20 will go to very, very good use today. Thanks,
Okay.
buddy.
That time it's a 28.
Okay, with a 28, you do manage to move through the goblin and out to the other side.
Okay. In which case this guy now has, you know what? Now that I'm on the other side, I do want to attack one of these synth spawns now. I
Okay.
technically have technically this goblin is off guard to me, but the original target was getting on the other side to then attack a synth spawn.
Yep, and you can now reach a sin spawn. One of the sin spawn looks at you, his jaws open up wide as his fangs now point in your direction, and he hisses.
Right. Yeah, ooh, 19?
Ooh, I don't think a 19 is going to cut it, mate.
Alright, you know what? Wanted to save this for a boss, but I'll use it. Nat 20.
Nat 20! Boo, 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 boo. All right, that will definitely crit. Let me just check
Okay.
19 before I
It's not off
I
guard, so I
give
won't
you
get my
a...
off guard damage, but but it's still
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh, wait, just so you know, a 19 will hit.
Oh well, okay.
Mhm.
You know what? I
Wanna
won't
use-
spend the crit then. No,
Sure.
yeah, I'll take that back. It's not off guard, so this is just straight. I'm gonna do slashing with this, so I will turn that on for one. Oh, just on. Okay. So this does 11 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And that was one movement, two, and I will strike a second time.
Okay, make it happen.
Nope, that's a 12, which is probably a crit fail.
It is not a crit fail.
Okay, so just a miss.
Okay.
Alright, that is my turn.
Done and done. The sin spawn, as you've gone to attack it, has been hit by your was the Bakuhitel as it saws through its flesh. All right, who goes next?
The Sandpoint has a chance to respond, as it is their turn.
I messed up.
Brilliant.
Oops, oh well.
Okay, well, the sin spawn is going to do a full attack upon the unsuspecting victim, leading with a bite attack. Let's get chat to roll for me today, I think. Exclamation! I need exclamation D20s in chat, and we're going to take the first three results as our three attacks. So, as it leans forward, opening its jaw, you watch as the center slit where its chin would be opens up wide, as it reaches down to bite into the flesh of Peyton.
Okay.
We have a 19 on the first roll.
A 19 on the first one,
Yeah.
which brings it to a 31 to hit.
That is a hit, but no crit.
A hit but no crit? Mm.
Yep, I have a 22.
Okay. Oh wait,
Eight.
you roll to the other side of the skeleton, which technically means it's flanking. So that means your AC drops by 2.
Damn. No! But it's off
How about
guard
now?
to me, which means it's not. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's
Well,
not
for
off
sure
guard
that
to
it
you.
will be, yeah. No,
Okay.
the goblin is. So, no.
Yeah, but that's
But
the
yeah,
end of your turn.
that means it would be. Dang it! I'm
Ah.
killing myself. I'm just kidding.
are killing yourself. All right. So with that, our result would be on the bite attack.
So that is a crit, yeah.
So 16, 17 points of damage.
That puts me at 0 exactly. So I'm not. I'm like stunned or
That is
something.
you.
What was
That
that?
is you down. No.
Oh,
This is second edition. You go down, baby.
oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was second edition. Okay, never mind.
Oh, so that's
Well,
it. You're just going down.
yeah. Oh well, I guess hero point to stay at 1 HP.
If you want to, you don't have to.
I mean, I wish to. Yes.
Very
Wonderful. Next roll is a 12.
Never mind. Maybe I don't need to use my hero point.
Well, hey! Look, we don't know where we're going with this, so I mean, it
No.
might still fail. So
We got a divine healing.
oh, divine healing! Who gave you the divine healing? Who the fuck did? I'm looking at you.
Cookie Mod
Who is
Steve.
Okay. Oh, he got my hopes up. He gave me all my jinx points and my
What?
nat 20s, and
What?
then he's
Thank you.
Cookie. Thank you
like-
so much.
Oh.
Neil is very appreciative, but it just means that Cookie's encouraging me. He's encouraging me right now. So first of all, before we're done, because I'm not done with my first attack yet, because after he bites you, you need to make a will save.
Oh yeah, that's right.
As
Okay,
he's
20.
jacked. Oh,
Sorry, keep
What?
going. I was gonna say
Schoolie,
25. Why?
hang
What
on,
happened?
Schoolie has something to say.
I
I
was just
feel
going
like
to say,
there's
considering the time of the divine healing, considering that removes status effects,
divine healing doesn't remove status effects.
doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
It does.
It's a full restore. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, adding
Okay.
the time of the full restore
Oh,
to the
right.
bite.
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. Then you wouldn't get sickened anyway, so that's fine. Either way, cinematic wise, you are flooded with this sense of greed, of needing something, of having a hollow emptiness inside you that you needed to fulfill. But that feeling subsides as you are somehow blessed. Which is who is Peyton's god?
Air still.
As you think about the town of Sandpoint, you remember your community, you remember people that are looking to you, looking for any kind of salvation for you to help your fellow community members. Even Nualia, who, as a child, you growing up, she helped you in so many different ways, and now you are here on her behalf, trying to do the
Mhm.
right thing, and you hold yourself together, and that greed subsides. Now, with the second attack being a 12, with a -5 because it's the second attack, gives us only a 17 to the bite.
That is a miss.
At least it would be if I wasn't using a nat 20. Thank you, Cookie Monster. Oh, wait, I should have gotten a crit card for the first one as well. Give me a 3 on my crit card.
Fort save or die.
Maybe.
I'm guessing piercing with it being a bite attack.
Yes.
Overreaction. Normal damage. The target triggers reactions as if it just used a move action. It's also flat-footed until the end of its next turn.
Oh damn
Oh,
it! It's already technically flat or off
No,
guard.
that's
so-
fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. I still get another
Yeah.
20 on this one. But it does mean that Rip Nugget does get another attack against you.
No. Oh yeah, because he has opportunity attacks.
Yes, he does.
Dang. All right.
Right. I'll roll that attack.
He is not flanking though, or he is with this.
You're still
Right.
flat-footed. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, with the
Yeah, you're
with the crit
flat-footed,
card,
yeah.
I am flat-footed. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, those, my children, gives me death. Yeah. I have. There it is. Now.
Did you ask you?
Gotcha.
Sorry, did you just order your sin spawn to give you death?
No.
That's what I heard.
Okay, just
That's
checking.
what I heard too.
Just checking.
Do you need a second crit card, Dag?
I do.
The
Let's go with number
Rip-
4.
yes.
Oh no,
Does a
Ripnut. Sorry, no,
26
Ripnut gets attack goes first. Yeah.
does a 26 hit a patient?
Yes, it does, but it does not crit.
Okay, that's fine.
You say that.
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna
that's
die.
not too
I'm
bad
gonna-
for you. So that's minimum damage on the dog slices. So that's 2 point of dog slicing damage.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then you're going to get an extra 3 points of fire damage. And
Ooh.
then 5 points of bleed damage.
Ow! Stop it! Oops. There.
Okay.
Is
Then
it
you
ongoing
get
bleed or
21
just
points
bleed?
of damage from the claw.
Ooh. I'm at, you said 21, so I'm at 31 wounds, so I have 27 HP left.
And
Okay.
that apparently gives
And-
you a ragged wound that means you take 1d6 persistent bleed damage.
Ow!
Which will only happen on your turn.
Yeah.
How you looking,
Okay.
buddy?
I'm okay. Well, I mean, I'm half. I'm at 27 left.
Well, he said
I took
he said he's okay. So what was our third number that we got?
what?
4.
A
4.
Oh.
4. That's a crit fumble. Let's go with a fumble
Yeah.
of 1.
Wait, you got two? He got 2 attacks?
3 attacks. What are you talking about?
Rip Nugget.
No, this is the sin
it's
spawn.
the sin spawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because it was a crit fail. Okay.
Mhm.
Got it.
Pointy end goes there. The sin spawn becomes wounded 1, or its wounded increases by 1.
Sure. Okay. He lands a deep wound on himself. Yeah, he's now wounded. Where we then go to the second sin spawn, the third one. They are going to both make grapple attempts. One on Westonson and one on Navanda. So, chat, can I get an exclamation D20? The first 2 will represent our 2 sin spawn trying to grapple. And then the next 2 after that will represent their athletics check to try and drag our heroes into the rune.
We have a 16. And then a
Okay, this
10?
one is going. Okay, Westonson, a 16 is going to be a 28 against your fort plus 10.
My fort. Nope, that definitely beats it.
Okay, and a 22 for Navander.
Yes, just.
All right, the both of you are grappled. What were the next 2 values?
We then had a 12 and a 13.
Okay, so that is a 17 and an for Westonson and an 18 for Navander. Oh, sorry.
17.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fails.
17 and 18 for the 2 of you. Fails. Okay, I'm going to use a jinx point, and we're going to re-roll that one. And what about you, Navander?
Yeah, it makes it. It hits it.
Okay. Navander, you are
Sorry, that
dragged.
was Fortitude plus 10.
Fortitude plus 10.
18 fails.
Okay. Could I have another d20 roll as he re-rolls the athletics check against Westonson? But Navander, you are dragged 10 foot across the room towards the pedestal. You've got 2 of the goblins who are helping drag you as well. And yeah, you're just being pulled basically at this point.
Yeah.
You are 10 foot away. If they make another success, they are going to drop you into it.
A 17.
Oh, a 17. So that is a 24 against Westonson.
That makes it.
Pardon?
That succeeds.
Okay. Westonson, you are also now 10 foot away from being thrown into the ritual circle. You see the glow behind you. It almost sparks with life, and you feel like your body and your hair is like every cell in your body is on edge. as you get closer to this strange symbol.
Mm.
And you hear the evil witch.
Yes, yes. Listen to our Lord Ripnugget. Cast them into the circle. Have them raised and born again as servants to our Dark Lord.
Okay, that's it.
Magician!
The sin spawn are done.
Sindariel.
Yep. Yep. It's a shame that the allies I was planning to help have just been dragged away from me. Very well. So Sindariel, because she is almost coughing up blood at this point, she is going to start by quickly doing battle medicine on herself to try and bandage up at least a little bit. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to do the basic one. Which is disappointing because that was a nat 20. There.
Oh no.
I knew I should have done the expert one. But anyway, she heals as she bandages up at least 18 points.
Very nice.
So what? Westerson is the one closest to the sigils, correct?
Westonson and Evander are equal distance.
They're equal distance. Toss a coin, see which one. Okay.
Things look grim for our heroes.
Yeah. Okay, so realizing that she's probably not going to be able to get up to at least drag them out, she's going to use a... No, they're not undead. She's going to use, I think it's... Yep, Void Warp on the Sunspawn, dragging the Vander away.
Okay. Wait.
Which is
Okay, yep.
Fortitude basic save DC 21.
All right, chat. You know what to do. Exclamation D20, and we'll see what that save is. Do you want to describe your attack?
I'm just remember what the... yeah, so this one is more, as the hands go out, it's trying to pull some of the life force just to tweak it a bit, as she just tries to pull it back out just to say, basically say, don't harm my friends.
No.
Yeah,
No.
very much.
Absolutely.
All right, what do we get?
A 9 is the first result.
Ooh, a 9. All right, on a... Sorry, is that a fort save?
It's a fort save, yeah.
That is a 21.
Which makes it a success. It's half damage, which means it takes grand total of 1 point of damage.
Okay. Okay. As you are trying to use your void warp and try to pull out some semblance of life force, you notice that these creatures almost don't have a soul or an identity. It affects it, but it seems to be quite resilient as you pull and you only do the smallest amount of damage. The piece that you pull out, however, is saturated with this sense of greed and desire and wanting.
But that's Cinderella's all 3 actions.
All right.
Galunk.
Galunk looks around.
Gerlunk. Stupid Longshanks. They're never gonna win like this. Galunk should kill someone. Otherwise, Big Boss might think that Galunk is giant wussy. Hmm, hmm, let's see. Cinderio,
Mm-hmm.
you are the only person on your own, uninhibited.
Yep.
Galunk is going to take advantage.
I was going to say, because Sindera was the one that was previously surrounded.
Hmm. So, Cinderio,
Mm-hmm.
first action, he's going to use Hunter's Edge on you and mark you as a target. And then the next thing he's going to do is use Disorienting Shot and try to make a shot at you. As he draws back his bow and arrow, he fires. And chat will get another d20, and let's see if Gerlunk is going to kill our healer.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's a 2.
That is a 2.
Oh, dang. So that is only a 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Oh, sad face. Well, then he's going to use his next act to use a distracting shot. Let's see what's the next d20 after that.
We're still waiting one.
We also Sorry.
Um,
Sorry, just
we
saying
just
still waiting for one. We've just got a divine healing for whoever needs it most. The next d20 is a natural 1.
Fuck off!
Hey, Dread!
Well,
Dread Pirate Robert, thanks for taking the party, my friend.
hi.
so I didn't hear any of that. But first of all, the natural 2 and the natural 1. Thanks, guys. You can tell that Gerlunk is kind of really phoning it in. Like, he doesn't really want to be fighting. He's like, oh no, I missed. Hence why I'm not going to use Jinx points to re-roll them. But yes, he is. He's doing his best. And what did you say, Matt?
We also got a divine healing from Pixie. I think that's how you say it.
Oh, Pixie?
Yeah, that Pixie.
Hi, Pixie. How are you? Thank you so much. Divine healing for whoever needs it most.
Yes.
Good question. Who needs it most?
I think some Dario needs it.
I'll tell you what. Let's keep that divine healing. The next person to go down to 0 will automatically receive that.
Nice.
1.
I think that's the best way to handle that. Done
Nice.
and done. Thank you, Pixie. Also, how are you? Hope you're doing well. All right. That is Gerlunk.
Next is the War Chanter on the 1 hit point with a gun.
Oh, I like surviving. I don't like being put on the spot. Pressure is not my
Looking
friend.
down on me.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep singing and giving people my courage, and I'm gonna take this gun and I'm gonna shoot one of you, probably that guy, and he watches the war chanter takes a shot at Peyton.
Oh god.
All right.
Okay.
Next exclamation D20 from chat. Let's see who gets the shot off.
A 4.
5, did you say?
No,
4.
4.
A 4. Yeah, no. That is a 17.
17 misses.
Yeah. The gunshot flies wide. Oh no, shield! As he casts a spell to protect himself, and that is the end of the War Chanter's turn.
We will
Oh
then go.
gosh.
It is now Rip Nugget's turn. Right. You bastard shoots me with your gun. You know what? I'm going to show you the might of the dog slicer. And he's going to just stab Westonson.
Okay. Westonson, you are grappled, which means you are off
Yep.
guard. Rip Nugget comes up to you while you're being pulled away by a sin spawn and two skeletons, and Rip Nugget comes up to you and starts stabbing you in the kidney.
This is potentially going to go really badly for Rip Nugget.
Potentially. How's a 29 sound?
That sounds really delightful. That hits quite well.
Okay.
Okay.
You're the proud owner of 4 dog slice damage, 6 fire damage. Does Rip Nugget blow up?
No, but the divine healing fires.
Okay.
Very nice.
And
Alright,
then
as you're brought
an
to
extra
0 hit points, Pixie's healing comes through, and you are now on full hit points with a full restore.
Ooh.
And then there's an extra 5 points of bleed damage. And as he stabs you and you get full health, it's like, wait.
Oh, well, that attack,
What?
so the bleed damage will heal at the same time.
Okay. He looks at the knife and then he looks back at Wettinson, who's now like fully healed up. All his gashes are gone. He looks quite happy and stuff. He's like, "Do what?"
I'm just imagining Rip Nugget goes and stabs one of the skeletons. to
Dog
try to
slicer
make sure it
of
works.
Dog slicer of
work?
healing.
That worked out well. Thank you. Nice knife you have there.
Yeah.
Long sanctuary.
Now.
I guess he's just going to. Hey, Dad.
Mm,
Do we have any jinx points left?
I do.
Could Rip Nugget attempt to do a kick and try to kick Wettinson into the rune well? That's not a rune well.
Sure, I don't mind that.
That's not.
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay. An athletics check. If I can find it on the sheet. Aha, there it is. Because it's the second attack, it'll be brought down to this much. Oh, that's not good. That's a 14.
That misses a lot.
14 total.
With the athletics check. With a plus, do I get that +8 with a jinx point if you wanted to? But it's up to you.
Well, Jinx points can't give you those bonuses in second edition.
Yeah.
But I will use the Jinx point for a reroll though.
Okay.
Because why not?
Why
Use a jinx
not?
point to kick him and then a jinx point to reroll the kick.
I have
That's
some
slightly
tips.
better with an 18. An 18.
18 still fails.
Oh, you are off guard because you are still being grappled.
Okay, so how much does that reduce it by?
2.
Still fails.
Dang.
That's a shame. Oh, well.
That is a shame. No, Rip Nugget does not manage to kick Westinson to the curb. At least not yet.
Oh, well.
How did you get so low when your athletics is +14?
It's a second action as an attack, which brings it down by 5. And then I rolled a 3 and then a 7.
Wow.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah. It
Okay.
sucks.
Yeah.
Low dice rolls everywhere, it seems.
all right. Who's after Rip Nugget?
It'll be Navander. Now, can Navander see what this runewell is made of? And more importantly, can it be destroyed by fire?
It is made of stone. No, it cannot be destroyed by fire.
Well, that's a shame. Okay.
You know, being a rune artifact that has lived for like tens of thousands of years, not the easiest things to destroy.
Yeah, but Navander can dream. Navander can hope.
Oh yeah.
All right. So he's grappled. He's not having a good time, but Rip Nugget's right next to him. Seeing that Rip Nuggets tried to kick Wettinson into the thing, can Navander try to... Alright. Can I please use a hero point to try to break out of the grapple?
Sure. As in to break out without using a action.
Yeah. No, I'm happy to use an action. I'm very happy to use an action to break
Well,
out
I
of
mean,
grapple.
you can just do a normal try to break out. Don't know why you need a hero point for it.
Because I was gonna try to do something cool and do like a cool action breakout whilst grabbing onto Rip Nugget and suplex him into the room well instead.
You're
That's
throw
the
Rip Nugget
goal.
into the
those-
room.
those still
That's the
sound
goal.
like- But those still sound like regular actions. One action to break free, one action to grapple, one action to reposition.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's try to break the grapple then
Okay.
with an athletics check. Yes. Athletics. All right. And this is why I like the hero point because I just rolled a 1.
See, but that means I have to let you do something cool, or I could use one of my 2 remaining hero points, jinx points, to make you do a fumble.
Do it.
Yes, that is true. That is very true.
No, I want to see. I want to see where else you could potentially not do this. So, okay, yeah, you can do a reroll. Go on, use your hero point.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah, that's slightly better. How does a 26 sound?
26 against the grapple of the sin spawn, which is a 22. That's gonna break free.
Wonderful. Now, at this point in time, so once he breaks free of the grapple, he's going to attempt to wrap his hands around Rip Nugget in a bear hug, if that's possible.
Sure, make a grapple attempt. This is an athletics check with a -5.
Yes, which will bring it down to that many. So I would appreciate if my dice would cooperate. How does a 10 sound? Do I have another hero point that I can use?
You do.
I do.
Mhm.
Can I use that hero point if that's possible?
Sure, you may.
Okay. Thank you. That's slightly worse. That brings me to like a 9. So no grapple, unfortunately.
You do have a third action. You could try to grapple again.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna get out of there. I'm just gonna try to just roll away.
Okay, you retreat.
I do a full withdrawal, please.
Well, you won't be able to because you've only got 1 action remaining.
Yes.
Actually,
I would...
actually, in hindsight, You do move away, but in doing so, you will provoke an attack of opportunity from Rip Nugget, who has very recently refreshed his attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm happy to provoke the attack of opportunity from Rick Nugget.
All right, he goes for the stab. Well, I mean, he's yours, so yeah, you can go for the stabby
Yeah.
stab.
Yeah.
He thinks you're going, Longshanks. The only way you is moving is back into that pit.
Wait a second. It would help if I roll the right dice.
Oh, you know what Rip Nugget could do? He could also just use an athletics check to try and like roundhouse kick Navander into the rune well.
Oh, I like that.
Navander's
Yeah,
just
let's
got a
do
new
that
HP
instead.
from Christina.
Levander
Thanks,
got it.
Christina.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Aw.
Christina. You're amazing. All right.
This
Let's
is
do-
literally
let's
the
do the
epitome of just
roundhouse
hitting
kick.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You is going in one direction, and that is that way. Into the pit.
No, nothing but the pit.
Yes, the pit for you.
Oh, that's not great. That's a 33, which is a succeed.
Ooh. Levander's gonna become a sunspot.
Okay, is that a critical success?
That is a critical success.
Ooh, no.
In which case, that is going to be enough to launch Navander into the pit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
See, I don't play favorites. I don't even play favorites against myself.
No, that's fair.
Death by
Um,
yourself. Oh.
One moment.
Uh-oh.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right.
What's happening?
Navander falls backwards onto the rune. As soon as this happens, their body begins to shift and change. Leather twists around as bones crack and sinew melts. Navander roars in agony. As this happens, you watch as two stubby talons begin to form from what was 5 fingers on a hand. They begin to elongate at the forearms before breaking and becoming horribly emaciated. Your legs become digigrated, and each again now form a stubby trio of taloned digits. Veins begin to bulge across your body, and sanguine patterns begin to race up along your body. This is only a partial transformation. We'll see what happens from here, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But that is the end of Navander's turn, as his mind is being overwhelmed by greed. Okay. You will see
Yeah.
this. Anyone who would like to react may, as a free action, react before we move to the next turn. Now, when I say
What's
react,
happening to him?
Mhm.
No, that was my react.
No, you did good. You did good. I was about to say, like, your react is something in character, not mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sindero doesn't really say much. It's just an expression of effectively a silent scream, seeing everything from along the corridor.
Peyton just says, "What the fuck is happening to him? Oh my god!" Like, no.
This isn't going to be good.
But it's too late. As you're being pulled in there. Yeah.
It's too late. Sorry, Navander.
I would say I
No.
regret this, but yeah.
All right. This isn't good though.
Okay.
Next initiative is Ziak, if you want Ziak to have a turn. If not, we'll go to the Goblin Skellies.
Goblin Skellies. Okay. The goblin skellies begin to chant and cheer, seeing Novander's body twisting and shifting. They are then ready for their next victim as they just poise themselves, ready to push or to help the Synthspawn push Westinson in.
Munagul. We will then go to Munagul.
What does she do? The evil witch cackles with glee. Ah. You see, Master, already you can see this is going to be a good, strong one.
Yes, then we can use their own bodies, use their own peoples to take down Nualia once and for all.
Yes,
It
Master.
will be what's that word? Moronic, yes, moronic.
Yes, Master. More onyx for everyone.
Westinson then I'll go to. Back to the top of initiative.
Oh, I suppose I have to
Oh,
kind of get into this.
I was gonna do a thing.
Yeah, you can do the thing. Is you wish
Okay.
to? I thought you were just on
No, I'm going to cast a second level harm spell and use it on Rip Nugget.
Even better, yes.
Pew! And then cast shield.
All right. Second level, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that? 2d10s plus 8, roughly.
Yes.
Did you want someone to roll that?
Yes.
D10 plus 8.
I was going to say second level should be 2d10 plus 16. Because it's
Oh, 2d10 plus 8. 1.
Oh, that's great. 1834.
All right.
34?
34 hit points.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was a D20 or something roll too for chat, but yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of HP.
Okay. Done and done. The witch is done, which brings us then to Westinson.
So I'm currently being forcibly relocated to this pit of despair
You are.
with a setting set to at least 10. Princess Bride reference. So
Mhm.
I'm going to try to, I guess, make an athletics check to attempt to break this grip.
All
How
right,
much
let's do it.
movement do I have with my hands? I'm wondering if I could grab my last remaining alchemist fire and just smash it.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Okay. So that's going to be my opening, is I'm going to smash an alchemist fire, which will do damage to myself and the guys around me, and then put a burn on everything.
Oh,
It's 10 feet.
wow.
You're welcome.
All right,
So
I love it.
I take a die 8 damage, fire damage, so 3 to start off with.
If you use a hero point, I will let it be a D8 damage that'll affect everyone instead of the 1 splash damage.
How many hero points do I have left, Sky?
all 3.
Okay, then I'll use 1. And so everyone around me takes 3 points of damage from the blast.
All right, 3 points
and 1
of
persistent
damage.
burn. 1 persistent burn. And then we'll.
I was going to say Rip Nugget just kind of washes his hands with it, and he's like, "Oh, this is nice."
You're welcome. Gotta get in good with the boss, right? Like,
You're working early. Oh, I like it. You'll be a good minion.
In which case, I'll follow up with an athletics check to try to break the hold. And
All right, let's
that
do it.
is
This is
25,
this is
15 plus 10.
it is with a -5 because it is your second attack action.
So 20.
A 20 is a 20 is not enough.
This is
Ooh.
not. I could just start going through the rest of the bombs. Oh
true.
no. Yeah. So I have one more alchemist fire, but I have 40 black powder shot. How much damage would it be if I just smashed the alchemist fire into my black powder bag?
Hmm. Let me do some
Ooh.
calculating.
Uh-oh.
And we have a
What would the
clinic.
desire? So, what would the desired effect be?
I want to basically cause a fairly so black powder doesn't necessarily have a huge blast radius. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
basically trying to create an immense amount of heat and a flash burn right within like a 5 foot area, so it gets me and the skeletons holding on to me, and everyone's sort of immediately adjacent to Westonson. I'm hoping that I can take the damage
Okay.
and basically a pocket fireball is what I'm looking at,
Sure.
and I'm willing to
I would
blow a hero
say.
point to attempt to do it.
Sure. I wouldn't need the hero point for it because it seems very sensible to do. You would take the D8 points of damage, and then you have 40 charges, so you're using all of your gunpowder,
Yep.
but you have no shrapnel or blast things to it, so we're looking at just raw fire damage.
Yep.
If we're looking at charges, I would say it would do a flat 20 points of damage to you
Mm-hmm.
and a splash damage of 10 to everyone around you.
I'll take that. And can I spend a hero point to get the same deal as I did before, so everyone around me
Sure.
takes the die 8
Yep,
additional from
yep,
the.
not a problem.
Ooh, that is 7 on the damage from the alchemist's fire. Then I take another 20 on top of that, and everyone takes.
Would you like to describe your action?
So I reach into with my hand. I reach into the bandolier that contains all my bombs. I pull off the last alchemist fire, pop the cap, shake it like gonna shotgun a beer, and then shove the nozzle into my black powder bag. So the entire contents of an aggravated alchemist fire dumps right into the black powder satchel, igniting everything and causing an immediate blast burn right in the local area.
Nice.
So I take 27, a second persistent burn, and everyone around me takes 17 and a second persistent burn. And
All right, the
I give.
skeletons are dead.
Okay.
And oh no, that Sinspawn also dies
Ooh.
because he was injured from before. So the Sinspawn is now dead, leaving only 2 skeletons and 1 Sinspawn remaining. Well, 1.5.
Is it the one grabbing Peyton? Or not Peyton, sorry. Westonson or the other one?
The one grabbing Westonson just died because
Okay.
Westonson blew himself up.
Yep,
The
I was just
Sinspawn
wondering if it
attacking-
which one.
The Sinspawn attacking you, Neil, is the only one remaining, and
Oh, okay.
Navander is transforming into one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Westonson, well done. Good turn.
Nice.
How are you looking now that you have taken 27 damage?
Technically 30 between all the events.
Sure.
I'm still over half.
Oh, brilliant. Well done.
Good action. Good
So
action.
I cough a little ring of smoke.
All right. Nice. You sort of like put out some of the smoldering embers on your beard as you sort of pick yourself up, dust yourself off.
All right.
Mhm.
That was all 3 of my actions. I'm done.
Okay.
We'll then go to Peyton.
Yep. Quick question is, so you said there's a spawn next to me. Is Rip Nugget also next to me, or is he away?
Rip Nugget is next to you.
He is. Okay. And he used his reaction then to do that. So I think I can interact heal using a moderate potion without taking a hit from him. I think, right? Or does that not? I think that's just with spells and stuff. So first action, I want to interact heal with a moderate healing potion.
Okay.
So 3d.
You take out a healing potion and you heal.
Okay, 3d8 plus 10. Oops, not 4. My right click keeps wanting to add the fourth one. There we go. Whatever, 3d6. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so that's 28 points of healing. So I have 3 wounds left. All right. And since they're next to me, I was wondering if I could. But Navander's also about to change. Is there like a? I don't know if I'm strong enough to throw that table. Is there a chair nearby?
Rip Nugget was sitting on a chair at his workbench at the far north side of the room.
Okay, can I run over? How far can you throw things?
Usually, I think it might have changed, but at the moment, we will rule it 10 foot, with every 10 foot beyond being an increment.
Okay. Can I grab the chair on my way running towards Navander as part of the move?
Not as part of the move, not without using a hero point, maybe.
Well, because I was gonna wonder if I was gonna try to use the hero point to throw it at Navander to add push.
I'll allow you to do that as just a regular thing. That's fine.
Okay, so yeah, then I will hero point to run along and grab the chair.
Yep.
And then
You will
throw it at him.
You will
No,
provoke an attack of
because
opportunity from Rip Nugget.
didn't you say he did against Weston or against Navander?
Oh, true. No, he did. He did use it against
Yeah.
Evander. He is out.
Yeah.
All right. So you will run past Rip Nugget. There we go. The Sin Spawn will get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Yep. Chat, could I get you to roll an exclamation D20 as the Sin Spawn tries to, slash at you with its claw? You run. You go to grab a chair, and then you are going to try and yeet the chair at Navander. Please make your attack as you throw the chair.
What is that? Just the
Athletics check.
okay.
We got a 9 for the attack of opportunity.
Does a 22, 23 hit?
23 does hit.
All right.
And on my athletics, I rolled a 3, so I'm using my nat 20.
One moment. Okay, that is 9 points of damage.
Okay, so I have 12 wounds now, so 46.
Okay, now, to be clear, you are using a critical strike on a chair that you are throwing at Navander.
Because I want to get him out of the circle, I rolled it. Well, unless a 16.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Yes.
It's fine. I get it. I'm just playing it in my head.
Yep.
Okay. Peyton
I don't-
rushes towards the edge of the circle with a chair in hand. This heavy wooden chair then flies at full bore directly at Navander, crashing into him and dealing critical damage. Pick a crit card and roll me 2d8 plus your strength.
Okay.
Well, double your strength, because...
I'll double strike. Okay. 2d8, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is 20 points of damage.
Cool.
With the +8 because of my strength +4. And number 2. Like I said, I'm just trying to get him out of that circle.
Oh, yeah. Bludgeoning damage. Pick a crit card.
Yep, 2.
Foot smash. The target is flat-footed until the end of its next turn.
Okay. Well, with a critical hit, and because you made it a cold shot, so that's fine. How are you after 28 points of damage, Navander?
You know how Navander was screaming as he was getting changed into this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not screaming anymore. He's stone cold. He's
Oh,
he's knocked
oh
out.
shit!
He's
I wasn't
he's
expecting
gone.
to do that much damage. I thought it was gonna just be my strength or something.
All right.
Oh
you
my
are,
god! Well,
now because it's a critical hit, you are dying 2. Were you
Yep.
wounded previously?
No, I was not. Luckily.
You do have a
Okay.
hero point. You do have a hero point if you did want to stay at the 1.
Here's the thing: if I was still at 1, would Navander get knocked out of the circle?
Yes.
Okay. But does it work for the story?
You are equal part storyteller as I. I will use my
Yeah,
resources
so-
to the best of my ability. You will use yours. It is up to you as to how you want the story to unfold. On the plus
I
side,
think
even if
it would-
Evander goes down, you still have Rip Nugget.
Yes, exactly. In this case, I think it would be funnier if he did get knocked out as he was pushed off to the side, right?
Mhm.
So instead of using the hero point to stay at 1, can I instead use the hero point to stabilize at unconsciousness, please?
Sure. I don't
Is
like
that
it,
okay?
but yes, I don't like that as a use of it, but it is within the purviews of everything I've said. All right, very well. As
Oh,
you are
shit.
as you are as you are struck by the chair, you are flung out. You are unconscious on dying 2 or dying 0 really, and you are just wounded 1 really. So yeah, you're wounded
Okay.
1 and unconscious.
All right.
Yeah. So yep, you
God.
that is what everyone sees happens. Also, as you are knocked out of the circle, your limbs slowly start to revert back to your human ones.
Good, because I was worried about that. I was very worried about that.
And that would be my full turn.
We will then
Wow.
go to Sandpoint.
All right. The spin Sinspawn chases after Navander, and will try to bite him.
Assume you mean Peyton.
Yes, Peyton. That's what I mean. Good call. Chat, could I get exclamation D20s, and let's see if the Sinspawn takes hold of Peyton. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to make an athletics check and try to shove Peyton into the circle.
Nice.
Everyone's going for a ride.
A 15 was the first one.
Oh, what's
Okay,
this against?
Your fortitude plus
Plus
10.
10. 15, no.
That's a roll of 15, my friend. A 25, however?
Oh, yes.
Such a shame it wasn't the second from chat.
Can I athletics, use my athletics to stay? No, just kidding.
No.
I know, I'm kidding.
All right, you are shoved into the circle. As this happens, you begin to roar in pain. As your body begins to shift and twist and transform, your mind being overwhelmed with greed. At this time, the sin spawn is taking no chances. Can I get chat to roll another exclamation D6 as it enters the rune with you and attempts to grapple you?
Wait, didn't you say I could throw the chair 10 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Is the circle, me being outside of the circle 10 feet away from Navander?
Mm-hmm. You
Oh,
were
okay.
until you were pushed 10 foot into it.
No, no, that's what I was wondering. I thought I was 10 feet outside of the circle and then threw it at him, but
You did, and then you were. And then the Sandpoint came up to you and went, shove.
he pushed me 10 feet into the circle, even though it'd be outside of the circle.
Yeah, that's how pushing something outside of a circle goes to being pushed into a
But
circle.
if I'm,
You just
You
have
know,
to
never
cross
mind.
the line. You don't have to be right in the middle.
right, but I thought I was 10 feet out of the line. Unless
Yep,
he's 5
and-
feet into the circle. Then in which case, then yeah, sure. I was just wondering, so.
Yeah, if he's in the circle 10 foot away, that means if you get pushed 10 foot, you're in the circle in the same spot he was in.
I thought he was like 5 foot in the circle. Like I thought the circle was 10 feet wide or something, but never
No,
mind.
then no, it's fine.
I'm in the
Anyway,
circle.
what's our next athletics check?
The 5.
Is that the second one or is it a new roll?
It is.
I want a new roll. I don't want that
It would have
second.
been a new roll. Otherwise, the second would have been a nat 1. So
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to use my last jinx point. Roll again.
you're talking about your last. You got 2.
I'm going to use my second last one. Roll again.
15.
That's better.
15.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. That's the same 15 from before. Oh, no, wait, that
Nope,
was a
because-
13. It's even more. Oh, wait, yeah,
Okay.
never mind. Nope, I get you.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
Neil. You
nervous.
need to stop. You need to stop trying to cut me off when I'm doing my own calculations on my own NPCs. I know you're trying to help. I know you're being helpful.
I'm just nervous.
Shut the fuck up. With a 15, that is a athletic score of 20.
That still passes, so I failed.
Very well. Okay. Which means you are in the circle transforming with this creature grappling you, and that is all it does. There are no more sin spawn, so who's next?
Dendario.
Yep. So Daryl has seen Rip Nugget shrug off the fire damage and everything else. She's heard him torment about the healing being blocked because of his ungodly aura, effectively. But she's also seen the flashbang from Weston that did a lot of damage. So using whatever remaining sparks are still floating in the air from that, she's going to almost seem to pull it in. And aiming at the Sandpoint on top of Peyton, she's going to use her focus point to launch a fire ray at the Sandpoint.
Ooh, okay. Make your attack as you fire at the Sandpoint, grappling and holding Peyton into place. Your target number is 16.
That is a 24.
I think that just makes it. No, that doesn't. Yeah, you get him.
Yeah. Okay. It takes 23 points of fire damage.
Whoa.
All right. 23 of fire damage is it to kill that one. All right. He incinerates, and as he dies, he falls and twists and writhes and then dissolves in the rune well.
And then to catch her breath, she chugs a potion.
All right. You quickly chug a potion as quickly as you can, breathing heavily. Your wounds are basically being bandaged over bandaged, you know, like you guys are just chugging potions and healing, trying to stay alive.
She heals for 25 from that potion.
Nice.
Hey, experiment you just destroyed. I wanted that one.
Dumb.
I thought you wanted toast.
Wait. When you say toast, do you mean like a literal piece of bread that has been toasted? Or are we talking about an adventure that has been burnt to a crisp? Because I'm looking at both of them at the same time.
But you could have also had the third option of a drink.
There's a drink?
But that will be all of Cindero's 3 actions.
All right, who's
We will
next?
then go Galunk.
Okay, now,
As Galunk the Goblin ponders.
gee, this is for some reason or another. When we hit these guys, they keep coming back. Maybe they're immortal. Yes, they're immortal. That's the only explanation. Which means it doesn't matter how many times I killed them.
And who is he going to go for? All right, let me recap. Peyton's in the circle. Navander is knocked out. Westinson blew himself up. And Cinderil is chugging healing potions.
Yep.
Okay. Given that he had Hunter's Mark on Cinderil, he is going to go for Cinderil. I'm going to use my last Jinx point to do something very, very silly. He is going to whistle at you and use all 3 actions to yell, "Smile, you son of a bitch!" and fire a bow that is strapped with an explosive.
Oh no.
Chat, could I get you to roll a d20 for me? Now, if this succeeds, it will deal 1d6, 1d8.
I don't think.
The first roll is a 3.
To be clear, you wanted the first dice roll, or would you prefer the second dice roll?
Sadly, it's going to be the first. Well, that is a 16 to hit.
3.
Which is a miss.
Red Pirate, hell yeah.
And I don't have any more Jinx points.
You don't.
Right. Well, thankfully, it is still going to do splash damage, although the splash damage is only 6 damage. You do get a reflex to halve.
Reflex of 16.
Does not halve, so you take 6 damage.
Very well.
My big arrow. My mum made me that arrow.
Sindero will just sort of turn, look around at him, just
Firework.
give him one cocked raised eyebrow.
He points at the war chanter.
And she just turns her head further and looks at the war chanter.
The war chanter's the one chanter looks at the gun and then looks at the archer.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, who's next?
The war chanter.
The war chanter throws their gun down and runs away.
Oh, wonderful.
He saw the
Ah, son of a bitch, no!
what does Rip Nugget do about this?
God, you lazy very good. You know what? I probably shouldn't eat him. Oh. Hey, Manago, can you just do your thing with him, please?
Yes, my Dark Lord. On my turn, which is at the end of the round.
Well, it's my turn now. I'll keep working on these guys, yeah?
Yes, master.
He's just going to keep going for Westinson. I mean, he blew himself up. He's been trying to throw him into the pit. Nothing's working.
You know what?
I'm sorry you're having a hard day.
I'm having a really bad day. And out of like the top 2 days of my bad existence, you're number 2. Sir,
Oh.
for that, I'm going to chop off 2 hands. And here's the 5th one.
This is a cold shot for one of your hands, Westonson.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
This might sting a bit.
Well, that's fine. This entire
How does
combat has stung a lot.
How does a 29 sound?
Oh, that hit beautifully.
Is it a crit?
But is it a crit?
It's not 10 over.
No, it's not a crit.
Good. Very good. All right. You're going to be the proud owner of 6 points of dog slicer damage.
Yep.
5 points of fire damage. And then another 4 points of bleed damage.
So when do we use our ability to reflect damage?
Now would be good.
So I use the ability
Now.
to reflect the damage.
All
Wonderful.
right. A giant circle of flames enshrouds Westonson, and as it does so, it lunges back and deals the same damage back to Rip Nugget. Now, keeping in mind, this damage is either vitality damage or fire damage,
Yeah,
which,
I think
for
so.
obvious purposes, probably vitality.
I would suggest vitality, yes.
Better we go with vitality. I'm not one to buck.
Wonderful. Perfect. Now, undead take a bit more damage from vitality damage, don't they?
Only if they're weak.
Nope, he is unfortunately not weak to it, so just take the 15 then. Wonderful.
You know what? You're really being a pain in my butt now.
Why, thank you. I appreciate
You're
the
being...
compliment.
Well, yes. So, I guess I'm just gonna have to...
Run
Wait.
away and cry?
No.
Oh.
In fact, if I can't hit you physically, I'll hit you where it hurts. Emotionally.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind, ignore me, my lord.
Yes, because emotional damage is Weston's weak point.
Yes. And you know what will hurt you most of all? If I start slicing your poor little elven friend.
Okay, I suggest the thigh meat. It's leaner down there.
I don't know even what you said. You know what? I'll speak a little clearly. You are going to hurt when I start beheading that one.
Points over at
Okay.
Sidarian.
Yes.
Oh, okay. In which case, go for the lower vertebrae. I heard her neck crack earlier this morning. It's probably got a bit of a gap in the cartilage.
Himnagel. I don't want this one as a sin spawn. I want this one to be a servant skeleton. Can you arrange that for me after you deal with that coward?
Yes, my lord. I will make sure that he is turned into the perfect skeleton for you.
Good.
I don't want to be a sense.
And then he's going to make his way over to Sindarian, and I'm pretty sure that's 3 actions.
Done.
I love Rip Nugget and hate him.
The van is knocked out. We don't have any goblin skellies anymore.
There are two left.
That'll be their turn.
Just to interrupt before the turn, we've had a raid.
Hey, who's raided us?
Lovely.
Cinder Block Sally.
Cinder Block Sally. Hey, buddy, what's going on, brother? How you doing? For those of you coming in from the good old-fashioned Cinder Block raid, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We do Pathfinder. We hang out. We chill. We do have a good time. We are currently amidst a epic fight between a Grave Knight goblin named Rip Nugget and his minions, who are a necromancer goblin by the name of Minargul and a hunter goblin by the name of Gerlunk. Our heroes are being sacrificed to a pit of an ancient, powerful wizard and being transformed into these horrible monstrosities known as Sinspawn. Our heroes need to defeat Rip Nugget in order to protect the town of Sandpoint from one of 7 deadly dooms that come to seek it. Rip Nugget has a long-standing grudge against their hometown, and our heroes are trying to put an end to it once and for all, but this battle is proving more dire than we thought. Novander, our hunter, has already gone down. Stable though he is still unconscious, while while the thug Peyton is currently in one of the transmogrification circles, his body being twisted and malformed as it slowly transforms into one of the sin spawn. Westinson, while agitating and provoking the major boss, has now encouraged the major villain to attack the healer, who is slowly but surely running out of healing spells and abilities. That about sums it up?
Mhm.
Yeah? If you like what you see, give us a follow. If you have questions about Pathfinder or the game or anything like that, feel free to mention in chat. We have donations and other ways for you to influence the game if you wish to, but as we say, donate generously, but donate responsibly. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. Who is after Rip Nugget?
Navander. Navander, who is knocked out.
Stable.
Stable but knocked out.
Okay.
Has he been knocked out for? This is the first round he's been knocked out for. Yes.
Yes, he does need to be healed or something brought back up before he regains consciousness.
Okay. All right. Then we'll go to the goblin skellies.
All right, 2 of the goblin skeletons that still remain here are going to try to grab hold of Cindariel so that Rip Nugget can tear them apart. Chat, can I get you to type in exclamation D20, and the first 2 results we get will be the grapple checks of the goblins as they move over and try to grab hold of Cindariel.
We got a 5.
That's probably not going to do it. Presuming a 13 doesn't make it. Sorry, a 15 doesn't make it.
For Fortitude, no.
And then we got a 6.
Which would be a 16, which I presume also doesn't make it.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that is all they do. They rush up and they try to grab you, but they don't because they are skeletons. Which
Then
I
we'll
believe.
go
Yep.
Minargul.
The necromancer. Now what did Rip Nugget say first? I have to turn.
So
Westinson
first,
into a skeleton.
yeah,
There was
And
also
what was the other-
dealing with the
the war chanter.
war
that
chanter that ran away.
Yes. So let's start with the war chanter. With the war chanter, he is going to cast Soundburst as he looks in that direction, and he whispers the words of death into the air. As the breath leaves his body, it travels down the corridor, and you suddenly hear this explosion of sound in the distance, and this "fuck you" as
What?
as well. The war chanter is still alive.
Yeah.
But he's still running, and Minargul is like, shit. I will focus on turning the Longshank into a skeleton. I'll get that fucking bard later. And you watch as the witch starts moving towards Westinson, and that is the end of her turn.
Then we'll go back to the top of initiative with Westonton.
I was going to say, do you want to
All
watch
right.
the time? Because I know you needed to leave it one time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm keeping an eye.
I will, as my Nugget turns to and goes towards Dendriel. Is his back towards me?
Mm,
Sandero
yes.
was more in the door of the entire room the whole time.
So as he walks towards Sandariel, I go, you missed a key feature about my musket. It's also an axe. And I'll slam him in the back.
Okay. You will not be. Oh wait, no. Yes, you will. Yep. Go ahead. Make your attack.
25 to hit.
A 25 hits.
For 10 points.
Yep.
Oh, that would be a natural 20 and a 27 to hit.
Ooh, dang.
Yes.
That would be 7 and 1. 8 plus 6 would be 14 more damage.
And a crit card.
Sorry, 14 more damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna use my last action to take a defensive stance.
You've got a quick card with that nat 20.
Number 4.
Slashing with your axe, I imagine.
Yes.
You carve your initials. Normal damage. The target is so humiliated it can do nothing but attack you at the end of each of its turns and can attempt a will save to end the effect.
Oh my
Dang.
god!
The taunting
Nice.
finally worked. This is like a grudge match between Westonson and Nugget.
I feel like it is getting that way.
You bastard!
My back! It's got your name on it now. Oh, fuck.
I mean, last week it was just a shit talking between Ripnugget and Sandariel.
Nice W on your back there, buddy.
You know what? I hate you so much right now. You're right up there, right next to Noelia. Right next to her now.
Not to first. Thank you.
Can only attack weapons.
And you've got a will save.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Who's next?
Peyton.
All right. Peyton.
All right. I'll try to make this quick because I knew what I was going to do. So what can I do right now? I'm being
Scream.
turned into a... Okay. Yeah, I'm screaming. I'm going to try and get away from this sin spawn as I'm going to kind of try and escape the grapple by pushing my feet against
You're not
it.
grappled. The Sinspawn
Oh, I thought
died
he-
when
Oh, I thought he was grappling me. Okay.
he did, and then he was shot by Sindariel.
Okay, that's right. In which case, can I just try to move out of the circle towards Navander?
You may make a will save.
Okay. 14. I don't have anything to reroll, so 14.
You do not. You find yourself unable to move, racked with pain and flooded with more visions of sin and greed. Your head spirals and you feel your hair fall out. You can feel your head, the shape of it starting to be change. Your back starting to take a more haunched appearance, and a slit now appearing in your mouth.
We've just had a divine intervention.
Yes.
A reroll. All right, let's reroll that will save. And who
Thank
is that
you.
divine intervention from?
Pixie.
Pixie, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Pixie. All right,
Thank you, Pixie. That time it's a 20.
820 is still a failure, unfortunately.
Ah.
All right. As you undergo this transformation, your eyes begin to dart over your friends, the ones you recognize. And then you are filled with this
Don't I get 2 more
sense
actions?
of no,
Oh, okay.
and you are filled with nothing. No longer a desire to help your town or help others. You just have this desire to fill the emptiness inside you as you transform into a sin spawn.
No!
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Ah! Oh, no.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and joining us today. We hope you enjoyed today's adventure. Lots of things happen, lots of epic things and changes, a lot of near misses, but our audience members are very much trying to keep our players in the game today. What will happen to our dear Peyton? Find out next week when we return. But as always, thank you for all of your care, your love, your attention. We appreciate you guys being here. Thank you to all of our donators. Thank you to all of the people who came in and raided in Cinderblock Sally. Anyone who is still around from that raid, thanks for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. What you see here is not how we normally do stuff. It's while I'm on tour in Europe. This is us just doing the best we can. In a couple of weeks, I will be back in Australia, back in the studio, and back to, the usual quality of the games that I run. So thank you for everyone's patience with all of this as we play. Now, in the meantime, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week doing this crazy, wacky, fun, and amazing stuff. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay wonderful, send all of the help and the love that you can to the folks who need it the most right now, especially the folks who are being affected by the hurricane. And until we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.